How many shutouts have you been a part of your coaching career in college?
I haven't looked. That's a interesting question. They're always fun, that's for sure. The way they've done the rules and everybody's spreading it out, it gets harder and harder all the time. The best one would be at the end of the year. You can enjoy it a little bit, but you can turn around and enjoy it for a day and move on. But yeah, it's a good effort and a lot of fun.
Do you still see a ton of things, even despite a shutout, that you can fix and work on throughout a week of practice?
Yeah, anytime, early in the season, we all still have our problems, and I think fundamentally we can still tackle better at times, I'm disappointed both ends of the field a little bit. We had a chance to make them punt and have some good field position. We let them out from their own end, and then the red zone, I still think we can make a few plays. But if we didn't have anything to work on, we wouldn't have any reason to practice.
First impression of Eastern Washington, I know you were in here when they played him last. It was their quarterback's first start, and he's obviously grown since then.
Yeah, and I've coached at that level and been a part of beating a Big Ten team, and so you know what that's like. And the thing is, I think Coach said best, is that level they got a lot of good players. Also, they just don't have the depth. But as long as you can keep those 11 usually healthy on each side of the ball, they got a good product. They sure do, and they get the ball to them athletes in space, and great screen team. Maybe one of the better screen teams that I've seen on film. And so we're going to have to do a good job of controlling their screens, and that's all about tackling and leverage.
From your experience, what was the week of practice like before you played a Power 5 team like that as an FCS?
Yeah, you didn't have to say much in practice as a coach. Those kids, they feel like they got overlooked and should have had the opportunity to play at a Power 5 school and didn't. And so, it's their time to shine and show you that they can play at that level. And so they're always going to play with a lot of energy, and you're always going to get their best.
Can you look at film from the last game just to kind of see matchups, or is that helpful? Or do you guys look at more of the recent stuff?
Yeah, more of the recent stuff. 2 years out, is one thing, but so we pay more attention to how they finished last year, how they started this year, and base your decisions on that.
Their receiver Webster, I think he's up to 380 yards. Do you guys do anything different to cover a guy like that who's kind of their premier playmaker?
Yeah, he is. And these boys got a lot of deep balls, and so we'll have to make sure we keep the ball in front of us, and we've done a decent job of that this year, keeping it in front of us. So we'll have to continue to do that and to rally to it and tackle. But there's no doubt you have to know where he's at in the special times of the games and what he's doing.
And then handling a quarterback with a little bit more mobility and kind of the equal ability to throw the ball. What changes when you face a guy like Gubrud?
Well, the hardest quarterbacks are ones that can extend plays with their legs, and so we're going to have to make sure that we keep him in the pocket as much as possible and keep him in there and get a good push. And then when he does get out, hopefully we got somebody right on him, because he's made some tremendous plays running outside the pocket.
We asked Gardner this the other day. It was the latest college football game he's ever been a part of. I know you've kind of been on the East Coast most of your career and Midwest. And was that the latest game that you've ever coached in? 8 p.m. on the West Coast?
I'm pretty sure it was. I think one time we come out to UNLV and kicked off at like 7 o'clock. And so, but the good thing was, I had a chance to catch a nap, and that was important.
Did you watch college football throughout the day, but kind of leading up to the game?
A little bit, but not much. I do a lot of film study, as it gets later in the week, and so I did that. But like I said, the most important thing that was a nap. So I'm glad this one's been moved up a few hours.
How did the atmosphere of Martin Stadium, your first game here, kind of compare to what you envisioned?
Great. I mean, the student section is tremendous. The students were, and that late at night, is that you're probably not going to get as many of the families and kids and stuff like that as what we will. But it was an awfully good atmosphere, and looking forward to just keep getting better and better.